Hi, I'm Reverend Rose. I'm the mother of Cute Witch 772, for those of you who don't already know that. I'm here today doing my first video for YouTube on how to use a pendulum. I guess how to use it correctly is up to you, but I'm going to show you my way of using it. This is my pendulum. It's very plain, it's very simple. The ones I make are a little more fancy and elaborate, but they all work the same. Technically, when I first learned, I learned with using a big nut on the end of a string. Basically what you do is you hold your pendulum between your index finger and your thumb, and you just lean your elbows, rest your elbows so that you're not moving it yourself, and just allow it to hang freely about a half an inch away from your surface of whatever you're using for your yes or no's. In this case, I'm just using the back of my pendulum board. First thing you want to do is calibrate your pendulum if it hasn't already been calibrated. Mine has been calibrated, so simply what I would do is ask the pendulum, show me the yes position. Now as you can see, my pendulum works very well for me because I've been using this pendulum for, I couldn't even tell you how many years. It's been that many years. You notice I'm not moving my hand at all. Pendulum, stop please. And yes, I do talk to my pendulum like I'm talking to a person. My pendulum will stop and spin a circle till I tell it what to do next. Thank you. Pendulum, show me the no position. My pendulum is very ornery too. Pendulum, show me the no position, please. Thank you. And that is true. That is my yes and my no position. Yours may be different, but for the most part, they're the same. If you start using your pendulum and it won't calibrate for you, you have to make it calibrate. That's where you decide on what position you want your yes and no to be. If you want yes to be up and down, then you're going to make it move and say, pendulum, this is the yes position. And then you're going to say, pendulum, stop, and stop it physically, and then say, pendulum, this is the no position. And then you're going to make it stop again. This is just your basic yes and no. I can go into in another video, I can go into how to use it for healing, how to use it for divining, how to use it to find energy, and to actually close the energy hole. If someone has an energy hole at their crown chakra that's open too much, they may be getting too many headaches, they just don't understand what's going on because things are just weird. You may have to actually close up the hole in the crown chakra, and pendulums are used to do that as well. Sometimes when you're calibrating your pendulums, there have been some pendulums that have been known to turn clockwise for yes and counterclockwise for no. Mine doesn't do that, but if your pendulum should start going like this, yes, I'm making it do this, that could be a yes position for your pendulum. If it starts swinging the opposite way, that could be a no for your position. Now mine, if it doesn't want to answer me, which sometimes a pendulum won't answer a certain question, depends on the question you're asking. They don't generally answer questions about love, relationships. Am I going to have a boyfriend in a year from now? Can I make so-and-so fall in love with me? No, you can't do that. That's fate. And pendulums do not predict fate. So you may get some false answers on that. But my pendulum will do this if it's like bored, because I'm not asking it anything. It will sit there and shake. If it doesn't want to answer a question, it will start doing this for me, which you saw it do earlier. That's when I said my pendulum is really ornery. And if it doesn't know, like if I didn't ask the question specific enough and it doesn't know, it will start spinning around in circles for me, which tells me that it doesn't really know what I'm trying to ask it. So you may want to rephrase your question. The other thing I want you to keep in mind is to make your questions clear. Can't think of one right off the top of my head. But there's some questions you can ask more than one way. Okay, like if you ask your pendulum, prime example, am I going to die? Well, it's going to say yes, because everybody's going to die. Okay, am I going to die tomorrow? Am I going to die next week? That's a question of fate, so it may not answer you. Do I have a sickness? Well, it could say yes, and then you're going to get all panic-stricken when that sickness could be the common cold. This is what I mean by be specific with your questions And don't expect your pendulum to tell you the truth on questions dealing with fate. Pendulums work on your energy. They don't work on like the realm beyond or anything like that. They work on your energy, and your energy is channeled through the universe. Okay, so that's just the basic on how do you use your pendulum for yes and no. If you'll watch the next video, I'm going to do another one on how to use it with my pendulum boards that I make. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching.